Hello, beach friends. Today we are going to be island hopping via my kayak, and we're going to be stopping at Big Hickory Island as well as lower part of Lover's Key. I'm so excited to have this kayak. It gives me a lot more freedom, and we're going to visit some beaches that I've always wanted to visit and was never able to get to. So we're going to see some dolphins and shells and critters and just have a spectacular time. So let's go. Okay, we are going to start our morning over on the around the corner of South Fort Lover's Key. I'll show you the map in a little bit, but I've never had access to this because there's all these mangroves, and I always wanted to know what's over here. So I'm finally able to come over here and check it out. And as it turns out, because it's not really Gulf facing, there's really not all that much here. I did want to check it out, just in case there's a giant horse conch laying there for me. It'd be terrible for me to not at least go over and take a peek. We found a rose petal talon. All right, a little something here. And a sunray Venus. I like those guys. But I was kind of creeping around and there's not all that much over here. So I wanted to go across the pass over to Big Hickory. But before I do that, let's kind of talk where I am and what we're talking about. So here is the south end of Fort Myers Beach, and here is Lover's Key. And essentially, I'm going to be at the south end of Lover's Key. Let's zoom in on that. So I started kayaking here, and then I checked out this little part of the beach, and then I kayaked across the pass. And that's where we are right now. We're currently over here on Big Hickory Island. But in a minute, when we go back in the water, I'm going to be back over here on the south end of Lover's Key. So we are currently on Big Hickory. So this is across from Lover's Key. I'd never been over here before, never set foot over here, and have always wanted to check it out. Couldn't because I didn't have a boat, but I got a kayak. So now I can come over and look for things like this beautiful calico scallop, gorgeous markings on that. And looks like a little quahog with its little ridges. And here, that's just a ponderous arc with absolutely zero color, but you can still kind of tell what it is. And we got ourselves another little crossbarred Venus. They never fail. They are always around. And looks like a buttercup lucine that has lost all its color. So there's definitely things here. And we are going to just check out. It's not a big part of the beach because it's shared with a resort. So we're going to check out at least as much as we can. Now, this is a jingle, and these are interesting because they have this thing called a byssus. And it's a little thread that goes through the shell on the lower half, and it attaches itself to other shells or rocks on the sea floor. So that's why with these jingles, you almost never find the two pieces. You only find those top pieces, which come in a variety of colors. So I thought that was kind of cool. I learned something new about those jingles. I thought that was kind of neat. And a banded tulip, dang it, with a big old hole in it. Oh well, that means that maybe they're here. Maybe there'll be a whole one. Oh, Florida fighting conch rolling around. All right, it's a little bit worn down, but it's got that beautiful marking, that band down the middle. I'm going to keep that. Let's see what else we got. Okay, lettered olive. What's not to like about those fantastic shells? I love those. And another olive, albeit a little bit beat up. What else we got? Okay, shark eye. Can't always quite tell what it's going to be. Got to at least check it out, right? A lightning whelk. It's kind of missing its bottom, and it's a little chipped, but I might be able to give that to somebody, so I'm going to hang on to it, just in case. What do we got? Okay. Another Florida fighting conch. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm not really happy with that side. And a beat up olive, so I probably will leave those behind. Okay, cool. Surf clam. I don't know why I like them. I just do. Okay, another scallop that's discolored and a little bit beat up. I'll leave that behind. But this bay scallop, oh, I'm definitely going to hold on to that beautiful bay scallop. Looks like I might spy another. Yup. That's not in great condition, so I'm going to leave that for somebody else. So there are goodies here. Looks like another calico scallop. So we're going to hunt as much as we possibly can. So there's the resort there over that wall. And here's one of our snowy egrets, one of our beach birds, and he was hunting, and I thought he was kind of fun to check out. Let's zoom in a little bit on him. So he's checking out if there's any little fish in there that he can go and snack on. Hopefully he'll have good luck. Good luck, buddy. We're going to keep looking for shells. Ooh, a nutmeg. That has some great color. That's probably why I spied it, because of the color. And there's a nutmeg without great color. It's probably faded. Real pretty texture though. Ooh, colorful moon snail. Gaudy nautica. Awesome. Those are fantastic finds. Yay. Another nutmeg. All right. Oh, he's kind of missing his little point. Oh dear. He's got a hole in it too. That's okay. I'm going to keep it anyway. And a cone, a Florida cone, little chipped, little pitted, missing color. I'm still gonna keep it. Oh, it's really pretty over here. Now, something I wanted to mention, if you're shelling by yourself, like the way I am, don't put the shell right back where you found it, because you're just gonna pick it up again. So I don't know, give it a toss on the beach, or maybe toss it back into the water, because I kept picking up the same shell. So I kind of just wanted to pass that along. If you're shelling by yourself, just pitch them out of the way so you don't have to examine it twice. Ooh, there we have a rough scallop. It's a tiny bit chipped, but real pretty color. And what do we, oh, hello, gorgeous. That is an alphabet cone. Not perfect color, but really nice. And they're called alphabet cones because those markings can look like letters. Very cool. Okay, a thin finger piece of coral. It's kind of neat. And we're back in the water, and look. The dolphins, and they're right there. I know we saw them right from the beach not too long ago in Sanibel, but to be in the water with them, I can't explain it. It's unbelievable. I love Florida so much. I'm so lucky. Hi, dolphins. All right, so now we are on the south end of Lover's Key. So across the way there, that's where we were, with that little seawall on the end there. So we've made it across New Pass, and I'm at the south end of Lover's Key, and we're gonna walk around and see what we can discover over here. Okay, a very beat up, very worn down lace murex. And that's okay. I don't know why. Well, probably because it's all white, because I'm kind of into collecting white shells. I just like it. It's beat up, pitted, but I like it nonetheless. So here we are at the south end of Lover's Key. Now the tide is not all that low, otherwise there is another sandbar that can be exposed out in the distance there. And I saw some things on the beach. I should bring binoculars. Maybe that's something I need to add to kind of do scoping out, but I wanted to bring you with me because I'm going to walk over and see what is actually on the beach. And I'd also kind of like just to mention, I finally decided to put on some beach shoes. They're called flip kicks, or they're kind of like a solid sole on the bottom and stretchy on top, just to protect my feet. I have been injured a couple times lately, so I decided to kind of just do the right thing and put my shoes on. And Unfortunately, those dark little splotches I kind of were hoping were Florida fighting conchs were just leaves. Now, if I had binoculars, I might have known that. I still probably would have come over here anyway. But oh well. I'm honestly not going to complain. It's still real pretty. Ooh, well, hi, Florida fighting conch. Aren't you pretty? Ooh, and the inside too. All right, cool. I'm definitely keeping that guy or gal. And a lightning whelk. Okay, no worries. All that stuff on it, piece of cake to clean off. Need a little dental pick, but that'll come right off. So that is a keeper. All right, we see something rolling around in there. A hinged sunray Venus. Very cool. It's kind of hard to open up with one hand, but there we go. Oh, it's beautiful on the inside too. Awesome. I don't know why. I just like them. Different colors, different stripes. I just like them. Oh, another Florida fighting conch. All right. See, it's got some of that purple in there. I don't know. Look at this. All right, this is a turkey wing. Great shape. Beautiful color. Not beat up. Oh, that's gorgeous. Well, it's got a little thing in it. That's okay. Nice turkey wing. And this is also a turkey wing. Not as good of condition as the one we previously picked up. It's a little pitted. It's definitely losing its color. But just in case you pick up something that looks like that, you'll know it's a turkey wing. Okay, moon snail, shark eye. And it's broken so weird, like it's saying, you gotta put me on a necklace. So I'm looking at it and like, yeah, I think I really do. I absolutely need to keep you. So I know it's broken and it's weird and beat up, but I'm keeping it. So I've creeped out into the water, probably chasing little pieces of seaweed, hoping it was something bigger and better. So out in the water, but I'm not finding all that much. Look how beautiful and clear the water is. Oh, it's so nice. So I popped back onto the beach. I wasn't having much luck out there. Let's see what we'll find on the beach. Hi, prickly cockle. A Florida prickly cockle, kind of a light color. And an olive with the busted top. Yeah, we'll leave that. And okay, this is an imposter turkey wing, also known as a mossy arc. It's just a little mossy arc. Okay, so I'm trying to make an alphabet, and so when I see these, I kind of try to figure out if I can maybe make a letter out of that, so I'll just keep it, figure it out later. So there is stuff here. Just a matter of kind of what you're looking for. Okay, another jingle. Those are fun. They come in all different colors. Yellows and oranges, black, silver. Here's some gray ones. And only the tops. Maybe one day I'll get top and bottom. Okay, discolored scallop. By the shape of it, it was probably a calico. Maybe not. Hard to tell. Discolored nonetheless. Now this guy, I was gonna say it was a white Atlantic simile, but there's just nothing white about it. So I'm thinking maybe a purplish simile. I don't really know. Some of these shells still, if you know what that is, help me out here. Now this I thought was kind of cool because the South Florida beaches receive rubble from more than 50 species of stony coral. And identification of many of these can only be confirmed by looking at it under a microscope. I still think that is called golf ball coral, but I don't know for sure. This I do know. This is a spiny jewel box, although he's really more of a lumpy jewel box. It's got that cool ridge in them. A lot of times they come with that ridge. And a spiny jewel box. Oh, so pretty. I'm going to be quiet a minute. Let you have your beach time. Okay, let's back at it. All right, now this is also the turkey wing imposter. That is a mossy arc, although it rather beat up. A mossy arc. And so I'm kind of zigzagging, and this is what I mean when I would see those kind of like dark things in the water. It's just seaweed and leaves, but if I see a clump like that out in the water, I really want to go check it out. Just make sure it's nothing more interesting than a blob of seaweed. So I'm kind of walking along here, see if there's anything in the water we can find. Okay. It's a horse conch, albeit no color, peed up, chipped. I don't care. I'm going to keep it anyway. And an olive. Hello, lettered olive. You're so pretty. I like those dark ones. Gorgeous. And another turkey wing. Whoa. Ah, he's not in great shape, but look at, he's kind of got a little wing on the end there. So that is a little bit of a beat up turkey wing. And a yellow prickly cockle. I haven't found those, so I'm thinking that the Florida prickly cockles definitely outnumber the yellow prickly cockles, at least for the last couple of weeks for me anyway. All right, back in the water. Lightning well. Aww. Yeah, he's pretty beat up. Maybe I kept it to give away to somebody. Oh dear. These shells drive me crazy. All right, I'm pretty sure that's a Gulf oyster drill, but there's a couple that look so similar to me. I think that's what that is. And a cone. All right, cool. At least those are really easy to identify by the shape. Florida cone, not great color. I'm still keeping it though. Cool find. Cool. Cones are cool finds. Okay. That's one of those West Indian worm snails. See what else we see in here. Oh, well, all sorts of stuff. Oh, a little, oh, dang it. The top of a moon snail. And a seraph. Those are fun little pointy guys. And a button snail. They only get to be about 3/4 of an inch big, so that's pretty much the maximum size you're going to find those. Oh, another little sunray Venus. Oh, cute. Oh, another one of those West Indian worm snails. What else are we going to check out? Oh, cool. An eastern white slipper snail. And a jingle. And if I can focus it, that was another jingle, a gray one. All right, and this is a broad-ribbed cordita with no color, but you can definitely tell by the shape. Oh, another. Although this one, even though it looks just like a Gulf oyster drill, I think that's a ribbed cantharus. So that is my plight, trying to figure out some of those drill shells. Oh, spotted slipper snail. So pretty. Those slipper snails are everywhere. Everywhere, everywhere. Now let's talk about slipper snails for just a second. These guys are also called boat shells, canoes, and quarter decks. And I'll show you why in just a minute. There is another eastern white slipper snail. And a lightning whelk. That's actually in great condition. Okay, cool. A keeper lightning whelk. And a shark eye. That is also a moon snail, and nobody drilled a hole in him. Very cool. Just a piece of an orange scallop. Oh, and a jingle. And something orange. What? Oh, another jingle. And, yep, whole bunch of colorful jingles. Another slipper snail. Another, oh, a little sunray Venus with an umbro drill. The drills, it's safer for shells to drill the other shell on the top there so they won't get snapped by the closing of the clam. And another lettered olive. Lovely. All right, now this reminded me of another huge apple murex that I found. I never showed you guys because I was shelling with my friend and I dug this out of the water. So this is one of my prized apple murex shells. Isn't it awesome? And that's what that reminded me of, because it was so big. Another jingle. Okay, and a piece of, and I'm trying to figure it out, a lightning whelk. And we know that because the aperture, the opening is on the left side. And that's one of the only shells that do that. And this, I just kind of marvel at how big that would have been. And that's how the shells grow. They start in the middle and they just kind of keep spiraling and spiraling and getting bigger and bigger. At least the gastropods. Unlike the bivalves like this. 2 pieces to it, and the spiny jewelbacks, it actually has a little spike to it. Fun shells. Ooh, and a piece of a crown conch, yeah. Like, just a piece, so we'll just leave it. Ooh, a bay scallop. Could probably use a little bit of cleaning, but kind of pretty. Ooh, and a rough scallop. It's a little busted up, but the color's fantastic. Very pretty. Now I'm trying to show you that it's shiny, that Sunray Venus. It's got natural shine to it, and I think that's one of the things that kind of appeal to me in these shells. I know they're just clams, but I like them anyway. The Sunray Venus clam. And a kitten paw, but it's hinged. And I was surprised at how sharp the closure is. Very, very zigzaggy. And I liked it that it was hinged and not closed, because that happens a lot. I will find them, but it's closed and I don't know whether it's viable or not. So I usually don't keep it. Another turkey wing, albeit very beat up, pitted, little holes, but still kind of cool. I haven't found this many turkey wings in one day in quite a while. All right, another alphabet letter of some sort. U, me, and I'm gonna keep it anyway and figure it out later. So here we are, and it's lovely. Another prickly cockle. I like to kind of check out the inside to see if it's one of those bright ones or a blush one. This one, it's not a real thing, but it's much lighter than I usually find them. Ooh. All right, beautiful calico scallop. And another turkey wing. Aw, man. It's in great shape, but it's kind of missing a chunk in the front there. But that's a turkey wing. And another lightning whelk. Most of a lightning whelk. It's missing some pieces, so maybe someone else would like that. And a light olive. I always like to check them out just in case it's golden. I don't think that's golden. Just a light lettered olive. Now before, when I was telling you that those slipper snails are called boat shells or canoes or quarterdecks, check this out. Yep. It floats just like a boat. And this could be something fun if you're at the beach with the kids, or find yourself some slipper snails, and if you found some water that wasn't too rough, you can have yourself a boat race. Kind of fun. And another, oh no, I thought that was going to be a calico scallop, but that is a very, very beat up and old rose petal talon. So we're going to leave that. And then, another alphabet cone, but dang it. All right, big hole. Almost no color, but I like checking out the inside. I like that kind of spiral. Kind of interesting the way that they grow. So we'll just check it out and leave it for someone else. Another lightning whelk. Okay, and I'm just, should I keep it to give to somebody? I know it's beat up. All right, yeah, we'll leave it. Let somebody else find it. And a broad-ribbed cardita that has fantastic color. Look at that. Yeah, I thought that was really cool. The broad-ribbed cardita. And a shark eye. All right, let's see what kind of condition. All right, it's a little beat up, a little pitted, but there's no drill hole. So we'll keep it. Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought that was just going to be a piece, but no, it is a whole one. No drill hole. It does have a little bristleworm mark in it. We'll leave it for someone else. Oh, see, just, is that a golden olive? Nah. Probably just a discolored old one. And there's another big old piece of a shark eye. Meh. And a nutmeg with a kitten paw and carrier shells and all sorts of stuff going on. Yeah, too much for me. A little tiny, I think, Gulf oyster drill, I think. Pretty sure. Cute little guy nonetheless. Or maybe that was a ribcantharus. I don't know. All right, well, here's another one. All right, I'm going with Gulf oyster drill on this one. I think. I'll get it one of these days. So this is what I call my breakfast place. I stopped, had some breakfast, and then hit the water again because we were going to go kayak a little bit through Lover's Key. Another dolphin encounter. Awesome. I was kind of hoping I'd see a manatee, but maybe at some point. So I decided to take a little kayak just through Lover's Key since I already, drug my kayak out and everything. Figured it would be nice to just see what it's like to kayak through Lover's Key. And guys, it is so peaceful. If you think that the beach is tranquil and beautiful, being out on the water by yourself like this is amazing. Just incredible. This video does not do it justice. It was awesome. And the water here is really, really shallow. So you're able to see kind of what's going on at the bottom. And of course, I'm always scanning. And just in case you didn't know, there is a fishing pier over at Lover's Key, and you can access it from the beach. So a lot of people fish off the bridge you see there in the background, but you can go right here. And look, I thought our shelling was over, but not quite. I saw this lightning whelk and figured I did figure it was alive, but I wanted to just make sure. It'd be terrible to leave that shell behind. So you can kind of see what's going on here. And it's shallow enough I was able to kind of scoop him out, but he's got to go back. He's alive. And look what else I found. A live crown conch. Very cool. Oh, the shell is in terrible condition, but the critter alive and well. So we'll just say hi real quick. Put her back in the water. And then last but not least, I found this pear whelk empty. So I'm still shelling. I'm in my kayak. I'm going to have to bring my little scooper next time. Make things a little bit easier. So Lover's Key kayaking, big thumbs up, totally beautiful, highly recommend it. Plus you never know, you might find a shell or two. And part of Lover's Key is part of the Calusa Blue Way. It is a kayak trail, so if you are into kayaking, it's part of the trail anyway. And that is a reddish egret hunting. And they're known for usually their theatrics. They kind of do all dancing and jumping and stuff. But unfortunately, I think I might have been a little too close and he just got irritated. So he left. Sorry. And so that is across the way from the south end of Lover's Key. We're back over here, just real quick. So that's Dog Beach. It's so pretty. And it started getting kind of busy. It's a little bit later in the day. All the boaters are coming out. And that's why I'm glad that I did all that other kayaking in the morning. I found this critter. This is a live Florida fighting conch. You see its operculum, that little thing on the edge there. Since this critter is alive, it's going to go back in the water. And so this was my first kayak jaunt. I thought it was awesome. I cannot wait to see how far I can go, how many other islands I can go visit. So believe me, in the future, we're going to be visiting many more islands and doing much more cooler stuff. I'm really, really excited about it. But let's take a look at the things we found today. So today we found a bunch of cool stuff, and we're going to talk about the Sunray Venus clams. Some of them I might not keep. Once they dry up, they kind of get a little crusty, so I might just recycle those. Bunch of jingles. We have a surf clam, bunch of turkey wings. Those beat up shells I decided to keep anyway. My alphabet shells, even though, they're just clams of some sort. The drills, the lettered olives, all the scallops, which were really cool. And the lightning whelks, the nutmegs, and then my favorites of the day were the cones, especially that alphabet cone and the Nautica, which was really, really super cool. So I had the best time. It was so cool to be out there on the water the way I was. And I want to thank you for coming along with me and give a huge special thank you to my Patreons who literally support me doing all the things that I do. So thank you so much. Not sure where we're going to go next week. Got lots of different options. So for now, it's going to be a surprise, but I hope you have a great week and I will see you next Sunday.